Bitch! 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 Damn!
No, it's not a funny fucking meme. It's something that could ruin someone's goddamn fucking life.
Can you see the sun is shining on me? It makes me feel so free, so alive. It makes me want to survive. And the sky, it makes me feel so high. The bad times pass me by, 'cause today it's gonna be a brighter day. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up the day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Reach out for the sunshine, forget about the rain. Just think about the good times, and they will come back again. The sunshine. Without you, there's nothing for me to do. Can you feel the sunshine too? It's coming through. It makes me feel brand new. When you're here, I wish you were always near. 'Cause everything's so clear. And today, it's gonna be a brighter day. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up the day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Reach out for the sunshine, forget about the rain. Just think about the good times, and they will come back again. When the sun goes down, I feel like I am waiting for another day when the clouds go away. Can you feel it? Ooh. Can you feel it? Oh. Can you feel it?
Listen here. Listen. I said, you know what? Today would be a good day to stream.
Subscriber? Thanks for sticking around.
Thank you, Dark Flame Master, for the. Oh God, wait. I'll wait for the other one.
Returning subscriber? Thanks for sticking around.
Oh my God. Thank you, the Dark Flame Master, for the tier 1 at 4 months, and for Man Beast Yeti with the tier 2 for 4 months. Big ups, dudes. This is a very early NECRO stream because I didn't know what else to stream today because I can't stream a lot. And I didn't know what time I had to leave. So I was like, you know what, I guess I'll just stream something. And so I said, what better way than to make fun of the meme video? The one from the Dreamcast guy. Oh, hey. You know, I think I might leave that down there. Maybe not. Here, look, it's this simple. I love putting it here, down at the bottom of the screen. But, I don't know. Put it right up here. Lock it then. Alright. Okay, well everyone's kind of here anyways. I'm gonna put it back down here. Right here, as to not cover up the thing. Yeah, I'm a Pac-Man mofo. That's just how it be.
Awesome.
Thank you. Oh man, there's a lot of people that did follow. Wait, why does it show that? Whatever. I don't know. Twitch is weird. But we got the Crash video today from the Dreamcast guy. So take with that what you will. It's the guy. So he's naturally not going to be a very intelligent human. Wait. Wait, do I have the glasses? Hang on, I don't know if I have the glasses. Wait. Cheating, I'm scamming him. I'm actually skamazing him right now.
New follower. Awesome.
Actually, wait, I got an idea. Hang on, I can add it in. It's like right here. It's this one. See, look at, they're that big, right? Then you just make them small. Put them on. Oversized glasses, or I can have them be regular human size. All right, we got the sunglasses on, and they're perfectly lined up. All right. All right, here's the Crash 4 video. It is so Crash 4 sold really bad. Are remakes a problem?
A new follower. Awesome.
Wait, hang on. I gotta shout out everyone. All right, so Ron Hirushin, thank you for the follow, and to Signux 85, and also Callum Elite. Here, where's it? Where's the thing? Here we go. Also, I don't know how loud this will be. Oh God, this thing. See, I don't like. I probably vented about this before, but the Dreamcast guy literally uses an 8-bit character with a Dreamcast controller, but the Dreamcast is not an 8-bit console. I don't know, something about that just triggers my my supertism. So don't listen to me.
Oh no! Oh no! You know, I just actually bought this shirt. You can see it's my new Mario Kart shirt. And now that I'm on camera, I realize that it's slightly transparent.
A new
You could
follower.
probably read my
Awesome.
chest tattoo through my
I'm surprised he actually has a tattoo, by the way. Thank you, thank you, Norgenton, Norgenton,
A new follower. Awesome.
and Otaku Old. Thank you guys for the follows as we suffer together for reasons why this video exists, I guess.
shirt.
A new
Well,
follower.
okay, we're just
Awesome.
gonna try and pretend you don't notice that. Please give this video a like and subscribe
No, I won't.
for, I guess, my chest tattoo. But now let's get into today's
Wait, why does everybody have to subscribe to him for his chest tattoo? I don't know. Seems kind of weird to me. Thank you, Blake5100, for following as well. Wait, I'm going to gamer college so I can make 8-bit platformers. Listen, it's not low T. Don't worry, we're getting into it.
news topic, which is Crash Bandicoot 4 has kind of flopped.
In what regard?
What's up, gamers? Dreamcast guy here,
Wait, why did he start out the video like this? Whatever.
and this is actually
It's out of
big
order.
surprise to me because
Awesome.
I kind of thought that this new Crash Bandicoot game would be a big success.
It was?
It seemed like there was a lot of positive buzz, there was some good marketing, but most importantly, I'd seen fans for years asking for a new Crash Bandicoot, so it seemed like this was exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, and they got it. And the game sold well. It's #1. Okay, by the way, he's going to probably not bring this up. I don't really know if he is or not. But the game sold really well. It's #1 in the UK charts, you know, if you live in the UK. But it sold well there, and I think like the Insane trilogy is at like number 40, I think. So, I mean, in what regard is he saying that this game is a flop?
And now that the sales numbers are out, the first numbers are being released today, it kind of bombed.
Does he link any of these? I just need to know now. Oh, of course
A
not.
new follower. Awesome.
There's no links, dude. Thank you, out of the X and real red Nexella. Sorry, I know I'm like fumbling names today. I'm actually pretty tired, and I only slept for like an hour recently, so don't worry about it.
A new follower.
Now let's look at the sales numbers
Awesome.
real quick, and then I want to speculate as to why this happened and how I think that remakes are starting to become a problem because they're too good.
Because they're what? Thank you, Sarah. That's Raw Ambition working and lurking. But here, thank you very much for the bits, the 5-bit here. Just stay safe out there. I have to do things here later. I'm not a nerd. Quit. And thank you, Keglo dude, for the follow. So he's talking about how it bombed and how remakes are not good, but Katamari Reroll is just, it's almost like a re-release, but they kind of remastered it a little bit. I bought it. It's still a good game. If they come out with another Katamari game, guess what? I'm gonna probably buy that one too.
Now let's actually look at the sales numbers first. So this is over on gamesindustry.biz.
Crash Bandicoot 4 narrowly beats Star Wars Squadrons to #1. Where again did this flop at?
Crash Bandicoot 4 narrowly beats Star Wars Squadrons for the #1 UK boxed charts. Now we're going to scroll down here to the bottom here for a second.
Why does he have to scroll all the way down?
So you can see these are all the top selling games that were in the UK. Now remember, according to UK law, they have to be very public about the games that are selling there. It's not like America where things are very vague and kind of mysterious. Here in America, we don't know if a game has been successful or not until straight up the company comes out and decides to reveal the numbers themselves.
Or if you're EA, then you just kind of, shit can the whole studio. Wait, what? Thank you, Salty Lad, for the follow. If you want to know what's happening, here's the long and short. The Dreamcast guy is, he's a person.
Whereas in the UK, we can get a decent idea as to how a game did or didn't do very early on. So this week, the top selling games were Crash Bandicoot 4, Star Wars Squadron, Super Mario, Animal Crossing, Marvel's Avengers, and Mario Kart 8. So a lot of Nintendo on this list, which is important. Keep that in mind. But now let's scroll back up. Now, when you first just hear this headline, it makes it sound like at least things did decent, right? Both of these did top the charts. But there's a very important part of this that I want to look at.
I know that this is going to be just a thing that he's going to do. But a lot of what Dreamcast guy does is just read articles and things like that. And all he's going to do is read the parts that agree with what he's trying to say, but not necessarily what the truth is. Who really knows? By the way, I am reading chat. Just trust me. I'm reading chat. But hello to everyone that's here. I'm not bullying the Dreamcast guy. Besides, he made a bad video.
The latest Crash Bandicoot title follows the successful remakes of the first 3 Crash games released in 2017 as the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and Crash Team Racing. This is a new game, an entirely original release, although it still pays homage to the original trilogy. Now here's the really important part. It's unlikely Activision expected the new game to match the success of the more nostalgic remakes, which is all well because Crash 4's launch sales are 80% lower than Crash Insane Trilogy, and it's no surprise to see that 80% of the original sales, or 82% of the original sales, were on PlayStation 4.
Now, this is important to note. I wanted him to get through this because I didn't want to cut him off, and you can't cut off the guy. So, 80% lower than the Insane Trilogy. The Insane Trilogy came out when, chat? 2017. What's happening in the current year of 2020? What's happening in current year right outside of our doors? Oh, that's right. We have a pandemic outside. We are financially restricted as it is. So when you see this isn't surprising to me. Now, Animal Crossing, however, if you want to use that as like a reference point, Animal Crossing came out at literally the beginning of the year, essentially. March somewhere, right? So people already had money, and most of those people already had it pre-ordered. A lot of the die-hard Animal Crossing fans already had it pre-ordered. I didn't have it pre-ordered. I just bought it. But that was when my financial situation was a lot different. But because of the Rona, 80% lower than the Insane Trilogy. So back then everyone had money, and now everyone doesn't really have money. So you have to really pick and choose what purchases you're going to make. Either you eat for the week or you buy the Crash Bandicoot $60 game. Let's see how the guy spins this.
Okay, so let's just stop for a second and talk about Crash Bandicoot's Insane Trilogy, because this game was a huge success. But more importantly,
A new
we need to
follower.
try and realize that
Awesome.
not only was this game polished, not only was this game extremely fun, not only was it like a huge callback to people who are wanting an old school hardcore platformer, it's kind of a big shock because honestly, this thing just sold so much, even though originally it was a PlayStation exclusive. So many people seem to forget that if you go into the past, in 2017, this game was originally just on the PlayStation 4 and nowhere else. And
But what does that matter, though? It's multi-platform, and people just don't have money. Why is he making this such a big deal? Doom Cross Animal Crossing? The Animal Doom Crossing? I agree. Thank you, Marin is on Twitch. Man, that's what I should have put my name as. NECRO on Twitch. Amazing. But I didn't because of, branding, that whole thing.
and still managed to be a gigantic success. And this isn't just my own speculation. Activision has actually released sales numbers, like I said that sometimes companies do. Crash Insane Trilogy has sold now over 10 million units.
Okay. Again, 2017, no coronavirus. 2020, coronavirus. And also the game retailed at $40. So with a $20 cheaper game in 2017, where people had money, I can see them sending over 10 million units. It's very simple. But you look at 2020, and not many people have money, and we're all trying to recover financially. Yeah, I can see why there's an 80% dip. This doesn't mean the game flopped or
A new follower.
sold
Awesome.
really bad. And if we have to ask the question why remakes are a problem, I mean, depends on what you do with them.
Now let's just try and say, what if this was just a good adjustment? Say something like, so we know now that it sold 80% less. Does that mean that this is that big of a deal?
No. It's not that big of a deal. Monsieur Card, thank you for the follow, dude. There's nothing... This guy is fucking hurting me.
I honestly believe it does. Mostly, let's try and make an analogy in our heads. Say you go into work and you're supposed
Oh,
to be
boy.
getting paid $100 a week,
$100 a week for a week of work? What?
right? $100 a week is pretty decent. I mean,
Decent. That's not even minimum wage, dude.
it's not going to pay your bills or anything, but if it's like a little part-time job or you're just delivering some pizzas or something, $100 a week might not be that bad.
Sure, why not? Because I know that this analogy is going to go nowhere.
But one day, say you go to work, you've already finished all your tasks, you go to pick up your paycheck, and instead you get $20.
This is not... This doesn't make any sense, Dreamcast guy. What does this have to relate to a video game not selling that well?
An 80% reduction of pay from the previous week. That is going to be a big shock. But I think that there is a direct reason for this,
Coronavirus?
which is that I'm going to make up a term right now, and it's a term that I think
Oh,
we
boy.
should try and use more often, which is remake poisoning.
There we go. We found it. Remake poisoning. Sometimes, I know I say this like every time that we do a video, I feel like my brain is starting to turn to mush at this point. Remake poisoning. What is remake poisoning, Dreamcast guy?
We're now in an era where a lot of game developers, a lot of publishers, they're trying to go back to the well. They're trying to take the original games, the best ideas that have already been fleshed out, and they're making them again.
Yeah, they did that with a lot of games. So, again, are the remakes the problem that it didn't sell well? Is that what we're getting at here?
I mean, kind of consider the fact that things like some of the most successful games this year have been like the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Do you know why Final Fantasy VII Remake sold well? It's because the original game never had a remaster. It had a remaster. It didn't have a remake, excuse me. The remake is you getting to see these characters in better graphics than, I think, what, Advent Children? I know chat knows about Advent Children. Wait, why are all generic gaming YouTubers such crust brains? Because they need... Okay, I was having this revelation this morning as I saw this. I mean, I saw it yesterday too, but I had this revelation where gaming YouTubers, or specifically like these ones where they review something every single day, they don't care about the context. They just see the headline. They look through the story for about 3 sentences, and then they say, yep, this is a video. This is what we get. We get this. We get the Dreamcast guy instead. Where he did one for like the PS5 or something like that. Like how you can see the teardown. He has that on there too. I don't know if I really want to watch cringe that much, but the Dreamcast guy is already kind of batting 1,000 in this department.
Even re-releases, like sometimes you see a remastering of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Mario returning. These have all been very, very big successes. I mean,
yeah, because some of those have updated graphics, like a complete overhaul. Why are we using this again? The remaster Poisoning?
something comes to mind, especially because it's also Activision, was the huge thing we got, which was when we got the Spyro Reignited trilogy, which was just so faithful to the originals.
Do you know that Activision Blizzard also released Call of Duty 4 remastered, Modern Warfare remastered? And do you know how they fucking ruined it? Let me explain something here, chat. Let me explain something to you. Call of Duty 4 remastered, the Modern Warfare remaster that they had come out alongside, it was bundled with Infinite Warfare. They ruined it by adding in microtransactions. And then and you could say, well, the microtransactions, sure, were they cosmetic only? No. They added in weaponry. They added in, like, broken bottles, baseball bats for your melee weapons. So instead of choosing a sidearm, you get a melee weapon now. And of course, you know, that's how we lost the fan base to that game. And then we came out with another one, which was a whole reboot.
Now, these games, of course, ended up all being very good and exciting and were a great trip down memory lane, but most importantly, they sold some insane amount of numbers. And I think that's because people are willing to open their wallets more for nostalgia.
Sure, they want nostalgia, but they also want a new product. Why is he being a shill about this?
And now we see that developers are kind of wondering, how do we do this again?
If you guys don't know this, I gotta stop. I'm gonna stop him right here. So he's not against. Let me be very clear with you, Tap. Let me tell you something. Dreamcast guy loves remakes, but only if they're really Nintendo. He's a Nintendo fanboy, if you couldn't really tell. But he also likes some PlayStation games. I think that the thing that he does not like is that this is a multi-plat title. In fact, we're gonna watch another console, I say console peasant, but just trust me. You guys might know if you've seen him on Twitter. He's an intelligent one. I love it.
And I think that there is going to be a little bit of a problem in times like this. Now, Crash 4 had some stuff against it. The big...
What? Does he bring up Corona? Just bring up Corona. That's all you have to really say.
biggest thing being that this is a new studio. It's new developers that haven't really messed with Crash Bandicoot in the sequel era before.
So we're not bringing that up yet?
And I do think that there is a little bit of an issue with the fact that this is such a bad time for trying to release new games.
Corona?
I mean, let's just say it. I
new
try not to talk
follower.
too much about the bad
Awesome.
stuff in the world, but the pandemic is making a lot of people go dead broke.
Wow. That's... So, why did we have this video be made then? He didn't want to bring that up as like the first thing?
A new follower. Awesome.
Thank you, Daj Seos? Sheos? Thank you. And Jay is living in hell. I'm living in hell a little bit too. Does Necro bully? I do not bully. You're simply having a good time, dude. Yeah, he really didn't want to mention it because ad revenue. I think I probably lost some ad revenue from saying Corona at some point, but at this point I'm really to take the hit.
I talked to a lot of fans who are straight up saying that they can't even buy any sort of console until next year, or people saying that they're going to go to Black Friday and try and buy one game, and that's their one game for the entire holiday season.
Okay, so if he acknowledges this, if he acknowledges that the world is scary outside, why does he say that this game flopped? Why does he say it sold really bad?
So trying to release a game now, that's at least part of this. But additionally, I do think it was a huge mistake not to release Crash Bandicoot 4 on the freaking Nintendo Switch.
There you go. All right, we got there, ladies and gentlemen. We finally got to it. Let me go back for you. Remember when I told you about him being a fanboy, right?
The mistake not to release Crash Bandicoot 4 on the freaking Nintendo Switch.
Can he stop being a fanboy for like 5 minutes? Jesus Christ, I fucking can't today.
The Switch is a huge fan base. It's got over 60 million units. I personally own 2 separate Nintendo Switches. Like,
yeah, he keeps showing them every time.
you can't tell, but in my background here, I have a pile of different games and stuff. I'm putting extra Switches down just in my background because I have that many of them. And I think we need to realize Nintendo Switch fans are kind of insane.
Yes, Dreamcast guy. The fanboys are insane. Yes.
I mean, I'm going to try and be nice here, but let's face it, Nintendo fans purchased cardboard when they sold the Nintendo Labo.
Did you buy the Nintendo Labo, Dreamcast guy? I feel like there's some lore here and I'm just missing it. Three bitch here from Roan. Is it? Did I say it right the first time? Roan. This says I like Nintendo too, but that's a bit much, Dreamcast guy. I agree. This is fucking agony. Did he buy the Nintendo Labo? I almost kind of want to know now because I feel like we're missing some lore here in the Dreamcast guy universe, the extended universe of things. But it's going to take a long time because there's a lot of videos here. I'm not going to lie. Jeez, there's a lot. Trust me. We'll get back to it.
Nintendo fans spend a lot of money, and even
has the self-awareness just went out of the fucking window at this point? Look behind you. Thank you, NanaKicks111 for the follow. What am I looking at here? This wall of literally nothing but games, and he's like, they have nothing but money. So you have money too.
even the original Insane trilogy, when it came to Nintendo Switch, was a huge success. This, of course, goes again for when it came to Crash Nitro Fueled, when they decided to release the Crash Bandicoot racing game again. When that came to Nintendo Switch, it again was a huge success.
Okay, so how do you know it's not going to be ported later?
I think that more of these publishers, especially if you're trying to release a game that can run on Switch, you need to try and take that fan base seriously.
But who's to say that they won't, though? That's why it took them so long to port over The Witcher 3. Sorry, it didn't come out on the Switch right at launch. Are you going to complain about that one, too?
But I do think that there is also the idea of people get very fixated on the nostalgia of a series.
He literally had videos talking about the Super Mario 35th anniversary thing, the 3D All-Stars collection. He was hyped for it. He was so fucking hyped for nostalgia. And here he is, not hyped for nostalgia. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Okay. Thank you.
I do think that, like, right now there's been a lot of talk, just secretly in the background of the last couple of years, of a lot of gamers have been asking specifically to see the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic come back. The old games are incredibly beloved, people still think about them, people still talk about them, and yet, even if they did re-release them, I do think that a re-release would do good, but if they decided someday to try and sit down and do a Knights of the Old Republic 3, I do think it might bomb.
Do you know why, Dreamcast guy? It's because the original team that worked on it, they're not there anymore. That's why Mass Effect Andromeda was so terrible. BioWare, old BioWare, does not exist anymore. New BioWare is awful. He should know this. He played those games.
I mean, just for fun, while talking about it, I decided to actually go back to the gaming wall there and pull some games out myself. And when I think about KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic was such an amazing game. It was so great. Obviously, we got the remake this year of Tony Hawk. As I see all these classic games that already have such an established fan base, I'm sure a lot of these publishers see it as practically free money. It's a chance to just sell you the established product a second time. All the concepts, all the experimentation, all that stuff is already done. But I do think it has the problem of that a lot of times after you do this, how many times can you go back to that well? And
okay. Dreamcast guy, do you know how many times that they have re-released Super Mario Brothers? Think about this, chat. How many times have you bought, or not even bought? How many times have you seen Super Mario Brothers, the original, be re-released? The number may shock you. It's the same thing. You know what? I'm gonna relate this. I'm gonna have my own bad analogy. I hope you guys are ready. All right. We have so many re-releases of I think it's been about 23 times. But we've had what was it? Dragon Ball Z. You guys remember Dragon Ball Z, your favorite weeb cartoon? Yes, yeah. So let me go ahead and tell you that they've re-released, or I say re-released, but they've brought out multiple like VHS collections, DVD collections, and Blu-ray collections on like every type of thing that you can buy, because they keep making money off of it and they don't have to do hardly any of the work. Yeah, we have like 20 Budokais. I don't know how many there are, but there's a lot of them. And then we have Fighters, which is, I guess that's a game. I don't like playing it. Don't force me to play the game. But you see my point is that they'll always sell you on nostalgia. That's not inherently bad. But when he says it this way, of course it's bad.
And most importantly, will people pick up a sequel?
Yes.
This year we had the incredibly good, I mean, damn near perfect version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. That remake is completely from the ground up. The multiplayer is so freaking fun. It's nice to actually play horse in couch co-op and stuff like that. But if right now, if they decided to try and release a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater...
Okay. But I'm going to stop you right there. They did release the Tony Hawk sequels. And the worst part about them was that they were not good. Who remembers Tony Hawk's Project 8? Oh. Maybe it's like they shouldn't try to do the terrible thing of making another sequel if it's not going to be good.
Revisited, where they actually decided to make a new game based on the old ideas. I 100% think it would bomb.
Then explain Sonic Mania, Dreamcast guy. Sonic Mania came out, and that wasn't even really a sequel, I guess, kind of. But it sold a lot of copies. It sold so much that people wanted another one. They want Sonic Mania 2. I'm pretty sure if you type it into the YouTube thing, you'll find Sonic Mania 2 rumors. It's pretty much what happens.
Even if people try to, right now, there's all those rumors of the Mass Effect trilogy. If they decided to do a new version of Mass Effect 4...
They did, and that was called Andromeda. That was called Andromeda, and it fucking sucked. Why does he not remember these things? He literally has a wall of games. Looks like you playing DBZ Fighters. Yeah, this is my face when I play DBZ Fighters. It's a face of agony because I hate that game. But he must forget that games that have good prequels don't necessarily need a sequel, and if they come out with a sequel, it better be good. Mass Effect 4 would probably still be terrible, because Mass Effect Andromeda was technically Mass Effect 4, but, you know, that's neither here nor there.
Kind of just disregarded Andromeda. Once again...
Yeah, they disregarded Andromeda because it was fucking... Do we have to do this? Do we really have to do this, Dreamcast guy? Oh my god. Let me explain something to you, chat. Crobcat, one of my favorite content creators on the platform. He makes all of these very informational videos. And I remember the day that I went to, it was actually when I went to Florida. And I was in the parking lot of the local Target to pick up some Whataburger ketchup, bro. Because Whataburger is fucking cool. The problem with Mass Effect Andromeda was the amount of bugs, these unrealistic faces, and literally all of the glitches that you could ever think of. Like, this shouldn't be what you sell to people. This right here. But Dreamcast guy, we want Mass Effect 4, said no one ever.
I do believe it would bomb. I think that we are kind of relying so much on the classics, it may end up becoming a bit of a deterrent for new ideas in the future.
Wow, he just figured out Hollywood's problem. We have too many reboots. Wait, they have Whataburger in Florida? They do have Whataburger in Florida, but it's only in like the Destin, Panama City area. You have to go there for it. And Mass Effect 4 won't happen. Out of the X says, Mass Effect 4 won't happen. Mass Effect 1 through 3 was a planned trilogy, although the third game's true ending was quite a cliffhanger. Go watch GCN's EU Mass Effect 3 Redux. I agree, you should. Whataburger is in the boon. By the way, I'm going to have Whataburger. Maybe that's what I should do. I might try to stream again, but I'm going to take my iPad with me because I really want to try to get this Necro Tries It where I eat Whataburger. Because they should have my favorite burger, which is the sweet and spicy bacon burger with no onions. You don't need it on there, I promise. The burger's just fine without it.
We're kind of in this murky spot where everybody wants these old games to return. I mean,
Maybe because they want to play them on new updated graphics? Play them on new console if you're a console person? Or if you have a PC, then you can just play them again.
one of my most excited games in the world right now is just the idea of getting Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. I mean,
but you just said that we have a problem with what is it? Remake poisoning, remaster poisoning. So why do you care about that?
the fact that that might come back, even the ideas of that project have me so freaking excited. And yet, let's face it, it's just going to be the old stuff I already know, but with a twist.
Old stuff that I already know, but with a twist. So it's a new thing then, Dreamcast guy.
This is a really complicated situation that doesn't have an easy answer, but I'm still curious what you guys think about it.
I don't care. I don't really care about your ending thing. He literally is mad because you bank off of nostalgia, and then he banks off of nostalgia. What a time. Oh my god. Hashtag big wangs for Necro's mouth. Yeah, I do. Listen, I will be stopping at Big Wangs, probably. If I can make it there before I actually leave the state, then we will do that. But we'll see. But that's the Dreamcast guy. There's not much he really is gonna add.
Please leave a comment down below and tell me what you think about these games that are just randomly bombing, even though
The randomly bombing literally describes how it's 2020 and there's coronavirus outside. Randomly bombing. Be doing this again? You know what? There's something I do want to find. I want to see if our good friend Bring Halo Back made another good video. Does not look like it. Does not look like he's made a good one at all. The one that we watched the last time was about 343 launching Halo 3 ODST early. But we have another console peasant, and his name is Harmon Smith. Harmon Smith, if you don't know, is he's a guy. Where is it at? Hang on. We might have to go to Griffin's video. Hashtag simping for Griffin. Griffin made a video about Harmon Smith and his weird take about PC gaming. This is the guy. Wow, am I never really gonna find this? But yeah, so Harmon Smith is a console player, but he's also he's a guy. It wasn't just murdered. What? Wait, hang on, I got an idea. We can go to Fratanga. By the way, you should sub to Fratanga. because I'm on there. Like right here in this video. I voiced over some stuff. Very cool. But Fratanga also did a video about our good friend Harmon Smith, this guy, who if you think that it was only console peasants, it's Nintendo fanboys, and as you can see, this is his videos. This is it. I hope you're ready to cringe, because I am too. Wait, what?
Woohoo! Subscriber alert!
Thank you, Matt Beast Yeti, for the...
Woohoo!
Oh God.
Subscriber alert!
You're gonna see that come up a lot. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs to Double JP Gamer, SF.
Woohoo!
I
Subscriber
can't even
alert!
talk. SFM, Rosen Cruz, the Peculiar Pineapple, and Unknown Species.
A returning subscriber?
Base.
Thanks for sticking around.
Wait, I need to. You know, I'm gonna add another thing. I have so much stuff I have to do. But here, let's do. We'll do one more video. As you may have seen last
A
week.
returning subscriber? Thanks for sticking around.
Oh no, is it gonna fit on my screen, dude? It doesn't matter. He's on his phone. Don't worry. But Harmon Smith guy here, does not. Minecraft Steve does not belong in Smash. Again, the Nintendo menace, the Nintoddlers, they're mad because Minecraft Steve is in a game that they probably don't play. I don't even know if I really want to. I don't care that much. But you guys have actually played Nier Automata. We could do this one. Weebs love Nier Automata.
Alright, so I finally played Nier Automata.
A returning
was-
subscriber?
you
Thanks for
people.
sticking around.
Sorry, I did kind of like clog it up there. Thank you, FB Shetty, for gifting a sub to Sakura Rose Gamer. Dude. Oh my god. Not the best post. This dude... Okay. Let me give you some background. Some hashtag background here. He does look like a Eugene more than a Harmon, but I guess he kind of looks like a Harmon too. So Harmon has a high-end gaming PC, is what he says, and he just prefers to play games on his Nintendo Switch, the superior console. Yeah, high-end PC. We'll never see the high-end PC. He hasn't told us any specs either. Fratanga really wants to debate him. I don't know if he's ever going to just show up on a debate one day, but can only hope, right?
You people, okay, you really need
You people.
to update your playbook.
What playbook?
Because, like, I'm not sure why I didn't see through Nier Automata to begin with. Like, it's probably because, like, you know, I generally like Platinum games. I generally like the stuff they put out. Like, I was hearing all this good
Like-
stuff about Nier Automata. It was a Japanese game. It was from Square Enix. Like, it was from this smaller...
Wait. Nier Automata is not made by Square Enix, is it? I don't think they... Is it? It's not, right? Am I losing my mind, chat? Nier Automata is not made by Square Enix, right? Oh my god. By the way, Nier Automata is actually on sale on Steam, I think. The year of the Game of the Year Yorha edition, Game of the Yorha edition is $40. Yes, okay, it is made by Square Enix. Okay. Making sure. Listen, don't take my word for it. It's made by Square Enix. It's fine. So, he knows everything about the game. Why does he not like it?
developer. Like, a lot of people really liked it. I legitimately thought for the longest time that this one might be good. Like, I legitimately was optimistic that this game would eventually come to Switch.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, if it wasn't apparent already, he's a Nintendo Switch fanboy who wants game on Switch. That's pretty much all you need to really know. If it's not on Switch, he will not like it. I promise you. That's why he has a video about how much he hates Game Pass.
Would eventually play it, and I would eventually, like, fall in love with it, like so many of you have, right? But
The big sigh.
it came to Xbox One. It came to Xbox Game Pass. I have Xbox Game Pass. I downloaded it immediately. I waited a while before playing it, and
Yeah?
when I got around to it, it was very, very, very disappointing.
I'm sure he's gonna elaborate in just the best way possible, isn't he?
Very, very much so. Like I have no idea what anyone sees in this game, like at all. Like
The story?
I really do think
What?
like people were generally. This was a 2017 game, right? Much like The Witcher 3 or Yakuza 0 or like a bunch of other games that came out around that time period. Like you had a bunch of companies trying, basically putting out the first batch of really, really well received exclusive games for the PS4. So it didn't really matter that these
What does that have to do with why the game is bad then?
games were all that good.
Now, if you did use hashtag low T, it's not about me because this is very low T. I'm sorry, Harmon. I'm not here to shame you, but this is very low T of him to also just not really for the take, but just for himself.
Good or interesting. What matters is that they were like truly next gen. They were truly not PS3 games. Like they were built up for the PS3. They were built for the PS4. They looked better. They sounded better. They were new and exciting. And
Oh, this dude better be careful here with that short loop. I don't want to see what's up there. I promise.
it was truly a next generation of console, man. But as it so happens, Nier Automata is not very good. Like
But why?
combat's not that great. The story isn't that great. The writing isn't that great.
Chat? Hello? Chat? Chat, what is happening? What is this?
The character of 2D isn't that engaging.
Are you okay, he's trolling. You're fucking trolling me, aren't you? This has to be a troll channel.
I don't like the idea. I don't like the way it's presented. I don't like the art style. It's
Is it because it's not cartoony enough for you?
rather drab and uninteresting. I don't like the fucking balls everywhere and how like
I okay, all right. Thank you, Harmon. You don't like the balls everywhere.
the enemies just shoot these giant ball blasts at you. Like, I was just, wow, what makes this game special? And
Hell!
like, I looked a little bit online at like these, at like what people like about this game, and I do think it really comes down to like one thing is that
Please
people
don't.
were starved. PlayStation fans were
PlayStation fans.
starved for new IPs. Like they were straight
Didn't it also come out on the PC like at the same time?
up starved for anything they hadn't played before. Like I know there was another Nier game. I know there was like an earlier entry, but nobody cared about this one. Like Nier
No one cared about the previous game? I'm gonna press X to doubt on that one.
Automata was something that seemed to be new coming out for PlayStation, and it just sort of came out at the right time when the industry was desperately trying
By the way, he fidgets a lot with his headphones. You'll see.
to downplay the success of Zelda, The Breath of the Wild, and
Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. I have to play this again.
the industry was desperately trying to downplay the success of Zelda, The Breath of the Wild, and
Nintendo fanboys always know when
A new
to
follower. Awesome.
they know when to just make bad statements. Thank you, Revenant of Sin, for the follow. I almost have to go back because I'm in such disbelief.
the industry was desperately trying to downplay the success of Zelda, The Breath of the Wild, and
Because Zelda: The Breath of the Wild was a original game.
the Switch, in which they were pumping up shit like Persona 5, like
But those aren't even remotely the same games. Also, by the way, Harmon, no one's trying to copy Nintendo. I promise you.
Yakuza 0 trying to promote it as like some of the best stuff ever. Like
Promote it as some of the best stuff ever. Does he know that these have pre-existing properties? Does he know that there were prequels before these games? Just like Breath of the Wild.
Just on the basis of like trying to create this narrative where the PS4 could ever hope to compete with the Switch, right?
Oh my god. I actually didn't know this was gonna be this bad, but apparently everyone has to keep up with Nintendo now.
They failed like really epically. Not a single game in that lineup really has really stayed the test of time. Like
Oh, what are you talking about? What?
the Yakuza games have gotten worse. Like
They've gotten worse. Says you? Says you.
Persona 5 use Rehash. It's gonna
Rehashed literally is one of the best-selling games of all time on the PlayStation console.
gonna lose out to Fire Emblem eventually, but
Wait. Oh, okay. Hang on.
Persona 5 use Rehash. It's gonna lose out to Fire Emblem eventually.
All right. I'm making sure that I still have a body in this plane of existence because I thought I was dead.
But Persona 5 has gotten an unnecessary re-release.
Unnecessary re-release. Really?
And Nier Automata is just getting a remake of the original. Like
But you said no one played it.
that, I'm sure not a lot of people are gonna buy. Like the same.
They're not gonna buy this game that is updated so more people can play it. This is sound logic. Thank you, Nintendo fanboy.
Same way that people didn't buy Yakuza 0.
We're living in a fucking clown world.
Like the Yakuza sequels, right? Because the game wasn't successful because it was good or interesting or really involved gaming in any way. It was successful because people needed something to be excited about. Like
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
that's the reality. Like these games just come out and are just hyped up because these people have nothing to play, and
What the fuck do you have to play, Harmon? What are you playing? What the fuck is Harmon playing on his Nintendo Switch? Are we really doing this?
they sort of gain this cult following.
You know, he's gonna like Persona 5. Okay, let me go ahead and just put some bets out there for you, okay, chat? Harmon is going to love Persona 5 Scramble because it's going to come out on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know if this is an actual person or if this is just a troll account. I cannot tell. But I can tell you one thing that I do know. Harmon I don't think this is a joke. There's some videos I think maybe it could be just a funny thing, he's trying to, throw it on us, but I think that this dude is actually like 100% real, or maybe he knows how to play the system and looking like this
for a couple of years before basically being forgotten. And I do think like Nier Automata has been forgotten by this point. Like
I'm still looking around for this fucking evidence that he has.
maybe it has like a very dedicated cult following, but for the most part, I think people have moved on.
For the most part, people have moved on. Still one of the best-selling Square Enix games next to Final Fantasy series. Are you out of your mind, Harmon?
So, what does that mean for the game itself?
Well, yeah, what about the game itself that you didn't like besides general blanket statements?
When you don't have this hype, when you don't have this enthusiasm, when you don't buy...
There's a video that I'm going to queue up, and I'm not going to watch the whole thing because I think we've all suffered enough today. But he's going to bring up hype. And over to my right, you guys can't see it, but over here, there is a video. And I'm going to let you see the title before I play it.
into it. When you actually play the game for what it is, on the Xbox One, on the Xbox Game Pass, you're not going to enjoy it nearly as nearly as much as some other games you could be playing on the service. Like, it's an action RPG. Kingdom Hearts 1 is right there. Like, Kingdom Hearts is better than this.
Kingdom Hearts is awful. Stop. That's my volcanic take, chat. Run with it as you please. I just do not care for Kingdom Hearts. I just don't care for it. I want my Final Fantasy in with my fucking Disney. Keep those things separate.
Like why bother? Why bother with this shit? And people were talking shit. Like, people were telling me the story was engaging. No, it's not. Like, there was nothing interesting about the story.
Yeah, the story went right over your head, Harmon. Thank you for telling everyone in the room.
There was nothing interesting with the story. Oh, you have to beat the game a bunch of times. Like, why?
You don't have to. You play the. You know, I'm not gonna explain. It doesn't fucking matter. You can't hear me anyways.
Would I do that? Like, no. Why would I do that? Like, if I'm not interested in the characters right from the get-go.
All right. So what games do you play then, Harmon? Which games do you play that are not Nintendo games? Oh, the answer was none.
Why would I stick with it for any amount of time? Like, I gave it a shot. I played it. I wasn't impressed with any aspect of it whatsoever. Like,
this dude really just wants to play his Bing Bing Wahoo games, and there's no problem with that. But I holy shit.
Oh. Yeah, I was like, wait, was there anything I liked about this? Okay, there was one thing I liked about it.
What was it? Because apparently it wasn't 2B.
Music. I do kind of like the music that the genre that Nier Automata uses. Like, I love that kind of shit. Like, but everything else from, like, the plot and how it's handled and, like...
The plot and how it's handled, but how much of it did you play then? Because obviously you didn't play the whole thing, and we know he probably he played about... I would give him about 30 minutes he played that game, max. And then he said, no, this game's shit. Great. I'm glad we came to the conclusion that the story and the plot is shit.
The character of 2B, like, it's not very interesting. Like, it really isn't.
Literally, they set you up. Okay, chat, let's go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and hop on Necro's lap here. So, at the very beginning of Nier Automata, if you've never played it, right? At the very beginning, it takes place way into the future. Pretty much after mankind is gone and all you have are robots. And then the androids. Glory to mankind. Right? They set you up with a lot of exposition at the very beginning. So if you can't grasp that and say, damn, this might be something good, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he has every right to not like the game, but it's like he didn't play it. I don't know. Well, technically I know what happens, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. But glory to mankind, come on.
People are just starved for new video games in the current...
They're starved for new video games. What video games have you been playing? But wait, there's more, chat. Here's the video that he came out with. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Also, big ups Blue Yeti Mike here. Let me show you something very important. Remember how he just talked about hype, right? He talked about hype. So it's almost like hype is good now because it's a Nintendo game that's getting the hype. Can you actually win with these people? Can you win with these Nintendo fanboys? Here's another one. This, like, he kind of, like, I don't know if he does this to himself or if he does it to other people, but PlayStation Plague, Sony fanboys cope with Bethesda Xbox exclusivity. Thank you, fanboy. Thank you, Nintendo fanboy, for your interest in Nintendo product. We will not be seeking further employment with you. I'm not even smash the dislike. It doesn't matter. Just be a guy, I guess. I don't know. Why do people still try to make console wars? I don't know. I don't know why they do the thing with consoles where they want their box to be the better box to play on. It makes no sense to me. At this point, you're... oh, that's right. We're telling people to... We're telling people to not get a PC, by the way. Don't buy a PC. Clearly, the consoles are killing it. You should get a PS5, right? It's way better than a PC. Those PCs you have to upgrade. It costs like $1,500. Get them out of here. Yes. Listen. Turvin was onto something when he said, we need to play this. Yeah, you see, look, you got to get the console plebs away from the PC platform. It's the only way. You can't try. That is a Keck W. Hang on, let me get Harmon off the screen here. I got like one more thing to technically tell you. And it involves the channel, my actual channel. So, if you saw, which you'll see the thing here, doesn't matter. I had this video, the Guardian is racist video. Here's how NECRO is fixing it. Let me tell you something, chat. I've shown the emails to like a few people, but not a lot, because I won't put them out there because it has the guy's thing in there. But they struck the video around the 30-minute and 37-second mark, and the parts that they claimed were saying that they owned me cutting in, like doing like my cuts in there, and you see the avatar. They said that they owned the copyright to that. The other thing is that he said that it didn't fall under fair use because I used virtually all of the video, every inch of the video, which is untrue because I took out that shitty shill segment at the very end. So technically, I didn't upload the entire video, and I responded to it for the purpose of criticism. But again, he emailed me. I understood his situation of being a human. I can't say really more than that, otherwise it would reveal it. But I said, yeah, in the current year, I get the frustration. Wait, the Guardian just claimed that video games... Yeah, they say a bunch of awful things. Yeah, to be fair, journalist sites can't handle criticism. Of course not. Yeah, we had to use current year with the corona outside. But
A new follower. Awesome.
what can you do, right? So they didn't just claim the video, they struck the video. So I had one whole ass strike on my channel. And so then after he dropped it off, he was like, well, the first email was like, I really prefer it if you remove that section and don't upload our video in its entirety. My video is 36 minutes, yours is 8 minutes. If anything, if I padded it out for time, it was because it was to laugh at you. Thank you, Guardian. Very cool. I'm glad we had this chat via email. But the feet... No, I'm not uploading the feet stream. I might. I don't know. We'll see. But that's all I really have, I think, for the moment, right? I don't want to make you guys suffer with more thing. Because... Wait, hang on. There we go. Because I don't have much to really talk about. I have to go across the country, chat. So I have to holy shit, hang on. So I had to like move over there for this, but now I don't have to. Okay, perfect. Oh my god, Edgy, whatever. You better not fucking curse me again. I swear to God, I'll be so mad. I deleted the video by accident, guys. It's not my fault. I did nothing wrong. What can you do? But, I don't know who we're gonna raid. Who do you guys want me to raid? I think there's someone. I think we can find someone. We can find the raid, dude. I know who we can host. Raid. Don't listen to me, chat. I'm stupid, okay? We're gonna give you Girl Gamer. That seems like a good idea. Excuse me? You cursed me again? Why are you guys cursing me? Quit that. I don't want to be cursed anymore. I just want to have fun. I just want to stream and have a good time. Maybe have a good game. And you guys are out here cursing me. We're gonna raid Draw T. So I don't know. Wait, hang on. Before you go over there, before I like actually hand you off over there. Do Pepe? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna copy it here for you, chat. When you get into her chat, just spam this, spam that emote. Thanks for that hour off work. I'd rather watch your stream than do my job. Listen, me too. I don't have. Wait, I do have that clip. I think. Oh yeah, this one.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. But make sure you use the